people are using that plant on this planet every day and have done for hundreds and hundreds of years. So if it caused something as bad as the thalidomide scandal or long-term problems, we'd know about it.
Right.
So it
Totally.
does.
Yeah.
Professor, can I share a theory with you?
Yeah.
Like you said, for thousands of years, human beings have been using cannabis, and there hasn't been a problem generally with it.
No.
But in my opinion, like in this theory that I'm trying to share, is I think the reason why it has become criminalized by politicians is because these politicians who have made those laws and made those rules for us not to use it, I think they just had a bad trip and now they can't, enjoy cannabis. So they're like, if I can't enjoy it, no one can.
Could be.
Do you think that's what's happening?
It's a
They just
theory.
they can't just
It's a
relax.
theory. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't forget cannabis only really been illegal in the UK probably since 1971.
Wow.
That's
Oh, really?
50, 60 years. And certainly worldwide, it's only been illegal in different countries for 90 years out of a 5,000-year history. And up to the 1930s, it was a totally accepted part of medicine. Doctors, Queen Victoria used it. There you go.
Oh. I mean, if the Queen used it, come on.
Yeah, Queen. So it was just totally accepted. And it was only this demonization from the 30s, from the Harry Anslinger's era, the Reefer Madness era, that changed people's minds. And the increasing illegal trade in narcotics, it was lumped in with that unfairly. So it began legally controlled under the UN Single Convention 1961. So it's actually quite recent. It's two generations where it's been illegal. But for the last, 500 generations, it's been totally accepted. So we should put it into historical context. Why it was, I think it was purely politics and propaganda, increasing pressure from the pharmaceutical industry, undoubtedly true, because around the 30s, the pharmaceutical industry was starting up properly. And I think doctors have got into their mind that a medicine has to be a pharmaceutical type medicine to be valuable, and forgetting that all medicine prior to the 30s or so was botanical. I mean, medicine was plant medicine. And now it's plant medicine's a bit wacky, you're a little bit peculiar, a little bit tree huggy, to think that a botanical plant could have some medical value. But actually, 2 generations or more ago, it was the opposite. People were very much embracing plant medicine, had done for centuries. So I think the pendulum swung too much against botanicals and too much in favor of pharmaceuticals. And I think we're now beginning to see a general swing back. I mean, getting off cannabis, into, for example, the mushrooms, another example. And there's a general more acceptance of botanical medicine, medical herbalists. People are beginning to see the value of herbal botanical medicine over the last 10 years or so, much more than they did 30, 40 years ago. So I think that pendulum is beginning to swing back to much more accepting of the value of botanical medicines and a little bit against pharmaceutical medicine. I'm very for pharmaceutical medicine, don't get me wrong. Pharmaceutical medicine has cured many diseases that were real problems around the world, but they need to be working in partnership. It's a bit like many debates in politics, it's a bit polarized at the moment, isn't it?
It's amazing that's very good that you mentioned the mushrooms, because that's actually something I do want to know about.